Pea-chicky update for you. Look at these cute little jobbies. Oh my goodness. Oh, we made it through our first night, so bonus. There you go. There's your little Peafowl update. I gotta be quiet because my wife is still sleeping. See his little booties? So this guy was born with some curled toes. So what you do is you make them little booties, and then you leave them on for about 24 hours, and then their toes look fantastic like that, the way that they're supposed to. Yeah, there's your Peafowl update, folks. Aren't they just something special? Oh, I love them. Love them very much. Coming? Are you coming? Let's go. Come on, burbs. Come on. Good morning. Hey, good morning. What are we talking about today? Hey, Red Steven? Well, do you want to do this? Hey? You want to raise some chickens? You want to live the dream? Do you want to make an honest living while doing your own thing and being your own boss? Well, folks, I have some news for you. This is not the way you do it. This, in itself, is thousands of dollars lost. Thousands and thousands of dollars lost. Well, why, you say? You have all these chickens. You got some turkeys. Some cool peafowl on the inside. How come you can't make any money doing this? Well, it's all about scale, right? So what you need to do is you need to run a head count. And your head count needs to be incredibly high. Right, Bird Steven? And in order to maintain those numbers to actually make a profit, you actually need to run about 400 to 500 birds for egg production. Right? You need to run about 1,000 meat birds every single cycle for meat production. What did I tell you about eating people? We don't eat people, okay? That's against the rules. We're trying to make a video here to educate people about raising poultry for money, and you eating me is not helping. Good conversation, okay? Thank you. Good talk. Where were we? Now I'm being attacked by a turkey. Anyways, so what you need to do is you need to run hundreds of chickens at a time. Well, here's the kicker. Here's the kicker. You can't do that. You can't run as many egg-laying hens as you want and sell those eggs at a farmer's market here in Ontario, at least. Right? Those eggs have to go to a grading facility, and then they need to be graded, and then you can sell them at the farmer's market once they've been inspected, which is completely fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Where the problem itself lies is the actual volume and the numbers that you could do as an individual without a contract, and that's the problem. So without a contract, you are allowed to run 100 laying hens, right, or 300 meat birds every cycle at every time. So 100 laying hens all year at all times, or 300 meat birds per cycle. Actually, per year. That's it. That's all. No more than that. And as long as those eggs or birds are inspected at a Canadian Food Inspection registered facility, then you can sell that to the general public past your gate sales. Anything before that, be it eggs or meat, is not to leave the gate, especially meat. You can't even give that away. That's a saddle on her, by the way. You can't even give that away to people. So if I have meat birds, those meat birds that I did last weekend, my goodness, birds. Meat birds that I did up last weekend, they can't even go to a family member because they haven't been slaughtered at a certified inspection agency, which is fine. That's fine. We have rules and we have regulations in place for reasons to keep people safe and to make sure that the market isn't flooded with uninspected meat that will potentially kill somebody. It's all for safety reasons. Unfortunately, rules have been made and laws have been made because something has happened. That's generally how laws work. So you're asking yourself now, well, Ken, how do you make money? How do you make money doing this? Well, can't you sell your chicks? Well, that's the issue. So you have 100 layers tops, and that even includes your chicks. So any of your chicks that you have count towards that 100. So I can sell chicks day-old chicks at $5 a pop at our 100 mark that we're capped out at, and that gives me $500 in a month because it takes about a month to hatch them all out. But that's my entire stock, so I can't do that. I can only sell about 50 at a time, so that's only about $250 a month. Now you're starting to see where the problem is. So at that $250 a month, at grow out times and feed costs and everything else, you really don't make anything. We are just on a tear. There's tons of food, guys. So you don't make anything, unfortunately, which is a shame. Because, I mean, look at these guys. That's right. So what needs to happen, and what I've been doing, is I've been lobbying my local MPP, my MPs. I've been writing my government. I've been writing the Ministry of Agriculture, and to get those head counts increased. Because if I were to able to have, let's say, 300 laying hens at a time, that would allow me to have my main flock of 100 birds that gives me my eggs that I can sell at the gate. But that also gives me the leeway to move day-old chicks. Or if I want to grow them out and sell them at $25 a piece, I can raise pullets for sale at $25 a piece, which is fantastic. But you can't do it with the numbers that we have. The same goes for meat birds. It's not worth my time to drive them to my local dude in Foxborough, who is a Canadian Food Inspection Agency certified slaughterhouse, to do that at $5 a bird. It's actually $6.95 a bird is what it costs to have them slaughtered, processed, and you get your paperwork so that way I can sell it to you, the consumer. At that 300 count, you're making absolutely no money. You're in the hole. So it's only for personal consumption only, unfortunately. So really what it comes down to is the issue. My goodness, you're a cuddly turkey. The issue being is our head count numbers, and that is what I'm lobbying for, and that's what I've written the Ministry of Agriculture, and that is what I have I've written everybody, and I haven't heard anything back yet, which is incredibly frustrating because we pay out all these tax dollars, and agriculture is a 365-day-a-year industry. It doesn't get summer vacation. You know, I'm up every single day. The coffee is on, but I don't get my first coffee until these guys are fed, watered, and taken care of first. They are my priority. So that also answers the question of, well, Matthew, how do you make money right now? Well, quick answer with that is I don't make anything. I'm actually in the hole, almost $8,000 now, just on chickens and feed and everything else. That doesn't include my house, that doesn't include my hydro, that doesn't include my licensing for the LLC, that doesn't include the breeding program that my turkeys are registered with the heritage birds, because these guys aren't meat birds, these guys are heritage birds. So what I have to end up doing is having special breeding programs. And the way that you do that is so that way I can sell out the chicks. But again, I still don't make any money. So what I'm asking, because there's got to be a politician, political figure, and or you, if you want to help out mom and pop small scale industry, what you can do is you can write your ministry. You can write the MP in your area, your MPP for those in Ontario, this is my ask for you today. Write your local MP, write your local MPP, write the Ministry of Agriculture, and ask for lobbying to have our headcounts increased, because with my limited abilities and my balance issues and all the other health problems I have going on right now, well, somebody's learning the pecking order. I can't work a normal job, unfortunately. I sit down on the job with these guys 90% of the time, and that's it. This is my limitation. I'm way too unbalanced and I'm way too dizzy most of the time. And unfortunately, in order to work a regular job and work regular hours, so I could put a couple hours a day into this, and this is the way that I can give back to society. So again, my ask to you, maybe Rick Brees, to you, good sir, I am asking, help me become successful. I still want to follow all the rules. I still want to follow all the regulations. But you and I both know there's people out there doing nefarious work, skipping those regulations. So let's increase those headcount numbers. That way, guys like myself who want to run things in an open, free range pasture system where I could just move some fencing and have these guys on a different part of my grass. Look at all that beautiful field, right? Help me increase these numbers. That way I can make some money without having to go into a multi-million-dollar contract and be indebted with the Egg Farmers of Ontario and the government of Ontario for the rest of my life until the day I die. Because that, my friends, is not the best way to operate. I won't be able to raise the birds and raise the animals in a free and open situation like this in order to maximize my profits, because it all comes down to profits at the end of the day, is what it comes down to, right? I love my birds way too much to just shove them in a cage and let them be the animal egg-laying machines that they are. I much prefer this. This is what I prefer. This is just, as you can see, just that much better. The animals are social, right? Can't tell me that these guys are having a bad time. They're living their best life. So there we have it, folks. A quick little inside to the restrictions we have here in Ontario. Let's get those head counts up. Let's get 300 layers, right? Let's get 1,000 meat birds. That way I will drive down to Mississauga to have my eggs graded at $1.50 a flat. You know, the 3-day turnaround time, it'll be worth my time to bring them back, and then I can go to a farmer's market. Let's increase those head counts for 1,000 meat birds for people. That way I can get a cheaper bulk rate, and I can compete and have a fair chance at market with everybody else with the multi-million-dollar contracts, because you can support your supermarket chicken at, I don't even know what it is now. I haven't bought supermarket chicken in a couple years now. It's expensive. And I mean, our prices are a little bit more expensive too, but if we were to increase our head counts, we could deliver you some pretty awesome, healthy protein at a very affordable price. And I think this is more exponentially important now than ever, just the way that the world's going, the way that food prices are going right now. But that's it. That's my rant for today. Right? Let's make small-scale operations reasonable for people again. Let's make the ability to do your own thing possible again. Because at the end of the day, my name of the game anyways is overall animal welfare. I don't want to cram these guys into cages and pick up a multi-million-dollar contract, because there's even more money loss in that. That's it, folks, on this slightly overcast day. That's it, that's all. So write your MP, Mr. Brees, if you're watching this, help me out, buddy. You gotta lobby for some people, because the little guy here is the little guy's trying to make it in this world, and we're having a hard time. And it's not just me. There's others in the There's others in the area that really want to branch out to market, but it's just completely unaffordable. To take our eggs up to Toronto to have them graded for the small amount that we do, it takes a $5 dozen of egg and turns them into $25 or $30 a dozen. It's just, nobody's going to buy your product at that point, right? Makes sense? I hope it does. Thanks for listening to me complain and chew this morning. Thanks for enjoying my birds with me. Have yourselves a great day. Take care now. Love you all. Bye-bye.